Diving straight into this challenge run on the knife's edge. I didn't video the start of it. And I think I might have lost challenge number 3, the rich get richer. I looked everywhere for the footage, but it wasn't there. So you've got this with me as we try and struggle our way through challenge number 4, I want to say. I'm pretty sure it's challenge number 4. Anyway, everything's a challenge at the moment. Everything, every single step. We squeak through round 1, and basically the GO with this one is that that knife is going to want to eat a joker every single round. So the more jokers we can feed the knife, the better for everyone. It adds double the sell value of the joker that we sacrifice to it, to its multiplier. So it could get pretty big if we play our cards right. No pun intended. Pun absolutely intended. So we need to focus on buying more jokers to feed to the knife. That's going to be the gist of this whole run. We fuck it up a few times, as you'll see, as we move forward. But for the first few rounds, there's not a lot that can really go wrong, all things considered. So, easy peas. We're going to buy both. So we couldn't afford both. If we can buy 2 jokers, though, it's a good idea, so that we can try and stay ahead of the knife's edge. Living on the razor's edge. We'll edit that one out in post. Trying to touch the sun. And who doesn't love a bit of goanna? So, easy peas. The bus route's going to go under the bus in just a moment, under the knife. So we buy another sacrificial joker. We look at the tag for a moment. The 0 cost tag is probably okay for us, given that we're not going to have many avenues by which to make money. Money. So we buy the bus again, just so that we can slice it. Interestingly here, we probably should have swapped them, because the +1 hand size, or whatever that thing gave us, was probably better in the short term. But we got through it, so we get very forgiven in this run. We make a number of mistakes, and the game just forgives us for them. So pretty interesting. Now, buying the gift tag here is pretty cool, because every round it will add $1 to the sell value of the joker. So the longer we can keep it around, the more valuable our jokers get, which in turn means they'll get knifed for more multiplier. We buy the credit card, which is probably good for us, because again, we can use it to, keep us going. We make a mistake there. I don't think buying the Arcana pack is correct. I don't think so. I think it's basically a waste of money in this format. So, bank cards next up on the chopping block. We make a few questionable discards, digging for a flush, find it, very lucky. And we make it through the next round. Everything gets dollars up, which is kind of cool. And then there's a mistake as well, where we should have bought those jokers with the credit card and been sort of ahead of the game. And that would have let our gift card have a couple more turns of making things valuable. But as I said, we get pretty forgiven over this run, and we get a little bit lucky too, which is always nice. Make a bit of a random discard, digging for, is it a full house or is it quads? We agonize over this decision for way too long, like just quads every time. Again, it's been interesting to look back at these runs now that we're many dozens of hours deeper into the game. Our decision-making process is much better now. We fix our mistake, quote unquote fix, by rebuying the credit card. And then we repeat our other mistake of buying an Arcana pack for no reason. We should have bought the Luchador here as well. It's a nice expensive Joker that has some utility, but we don't. We buy a rubbish can instead because we're a rubbish player, and that's all we really deserve. So here we go. A few more questionable discards as we dig, and then we find not very much at all. Go for a cheeky 2 pair, whack an ace on the end, and just struggle to get through this one. Again, we didn't have a lot of focus. The problem with getting the knife underway is that we don't have any other multipliers. So consider there, if we had the credit cards still, we would have been able to, one of the jokers that we bought would have gone under the knife, credit card would have gone up in value, and we would have kept the gift card for longer. So anyway, we're where we are. We're not super happy about it. Our coach is displeased. The ghost of Balatro runs past, is just saying, dude, come on, be better. There's another example of what could have been. We would have had more jokers, we would have had the gift cards still, and we would have just been in a juicier, more comfortable position. Rather than scrambling for a playable hand, we would have just, got there quite easily. But here we go. We're about halfway through the run now, noodling along at a fair pace. We buy a Joker pack, which is great. We get a pretty good Joker, all things considered. Everything's free, so we might as well take it. Makes this particular one not exactly a mistake. And Temperance, after getting some free Jokers, seems pretty good. We Petroglyph as well, which will give us more rounds in which for the knife to get bigger. So I don't hate that choice. I'm not sure it's correct though. We play a cheeky little full house here. Get some points. Lovely weather. And we noodle along, singing a song. I realized too that the way I'm editing these makes the music really unlistenable. Here's another mistake. We make an Arcana pack here instead of the Buffoon pack. Like, we really need jokers to feed to the knife, and instead we're futzing about changing suits and things. It's just not, it's not good cricket. I don't approve. I wouldn't do it. But again, we get forgiven. We get a lucky opening hand, and we mosey on. We buy a flower pot here as, again, a nice expensive one just to feed to the knife. We luck into a little full house, if you don't mind. And off we go. So flower pot's going to get smashed. It's like links in the house. And then I still think the right play here is just to basically discard everything that we don't know what it is. And then just do our best from there. Play a couple of awful hands. Just trying to get something reasonable. Okay. So we would be more comfortable, but we've got a 2x comfort factor there. So seems okay. That Madness guy, so good. As we go deep on like the purple chip, orange steak, gold steak, really liking Madness. All of the eternal jokers that he can't eat seem really, really good. So we're nearly full of jokers up the top here, which is a nice place to be. Gives us a little bit more breathing room as we move on. And even though I was trashing the garbage can earlier, it does come in useful. Those extra discard is making a difference for us. So can't sneeze at us. Madness is back. Here we go into the Buffoon pack correctly, which is nice. Ignoring the Arcane pack, which is also nice. And then This is a weird discard where we just discard one card. Oh no, we're on the Serpent. Okay, never mind. I do think that just discarding one for max draws, get your hand size up really big, and then you can play the best possible hand out of the Serpent. We get gift card back here, which is great, and then we repeat the mistake of getting an Arcane pack for not really any value. We struggle to find a way to use it because it was a dumb thing to do. And then we move on. Like we would have been better buying overstock there and trying to get something useful straight off the bat. But it is what it is. And it comes with a slice of cantaloupe. So gift cards kicking along, which is nice. We get misprint just to fill up the rack. And again, we buy an Arcane pack for no logical reason. Pretty disappointed, frankly. And we don't buy the overstock. Like, it just feels dumb. We get a fantastic full house here for no reason. And maybe this run was just a little bit blessed. Like, I feel like we made some pretty crucial errors early on, not stocking up on jokers, and yet we got forgiven. We managed to buy the overstock, which is great, into the eye, and we shouldn't need to play two hands, all things considered. We're going to play this full house rather than the flush. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think we've seen any planet cards, so not convinced that was right either. Another sacrificial lamb. Get the hangman. Big fan of the hangman. Anytime we can smooth out our draws and just get some chaff out of the deck, seems pretty good to me. Piff a few boring things. Fishing for a full house once again. How lucky are we? Team never punished. Team never punished. Love and life. Cruising along. Gift cards ticking over. And along we go. We buy a world again. Like, why? Just seems like a waste of money. Like, we've easily wasted $20 odd this run. And yeah, don't understand. Clearly just, don't know, tired, not paying attention. Hard to say. So we turn these cards into spades and then discard them. Brilliant, I guess. Some kind of... Right, we had a flush there that we just discard. Trying to dig for full houses. Full houses on level 1. Like, it really doesn't make a lot of sense why we're fishing for a full house when we've got a flush right in front of us. The difference isn't that much. We buy this random thing and we could have got a buffoon pack, but what are you going to do? We get a death, which seems good. We use the death straight away, make another queen. And again, this is a mistake. I believe we were trying to play a full house and we just misclick and we play a 3 of a kind and fall short. So feel a bit dumb about that play, but again, never punished. Never punished. Just noodle along, happy as Larry. And then we do get a full house. So repeatedly rewarded for misplays. Not a good way to train someone how to play, frankly. We go for a spectral pack again, really late in the run, super greedy, and we get rewarded again. Just nuts. Here we sell the gift card for some reason. I don't know why we would do that when we could simply just buy the jokers, but we get some utility jokers, which is okay. Going into the last round, I think we were blinded by the number of aces that we had, and there was a 4 of a kind joker there. That's my only thinking as to why we made that decision. Seems like a dumb decision in retrospect, but there you go. We're stuck with it. We buy another Arcana pack because we just want to flaunt how bad we are at this game. and then into the next one. Only 2 rounds to go. We may yet win this run. And, I mean, spoiler alert, you wouldn't be watching this if you hadn't read the title that says that we do win this one. So, yay, go us. 158,000 points. Alrighty, and there we go. We buy a moon here for no reason. Gives us an opportunity to make another mistake. So, and more expensive mistakes. Let's get these 3 aces and make them clubs, even though one of them's already a club. Don't make the ace of hearts a club. That would be silly. So, there we go. We win. Yay! We put us out of our misery. Thanks for watching. You're a superstar. Take care. See you next time.